Picture this. You step off your cruise ship in Bali, and within 30 minutes, you're standing in front of ancient Hindu temples with intricate stone carvings, watching traditional Balinese dancers in colorful costumes, and breathing in the scent of frangipani flowers. But here's what most cruise passengers don't realize. Bali's Benoa port is perfectly positioned to give you an authentic taste of this magical island, even with just one day. Today, I'm going to show you exactly how to make the most of your Bali port day and why this Indonesian gem offers experiences you simply can't get anywhere else. Welcome back to Travel Day Trip Ideas. I'm here to help you cruise smarter and explore more. If you're new here, we create free cruise port guides to help you maximize your port adventures without overspending. Bali isn't just another tropical destination. It's a living, breathing cultural experience where Hindu temples sit beside emerald rice terraces, where every village has its own unique traditions, and where the warmth of Balinese hospitality will leave you planning your return visit before you even get back to your ship. The Benoa cruise port sits perfectly on Bali's southeastern coast, just minutes from some incredible experiences. Whether you have 6 hours or a full day, I'm going to show you how to see the real Bali, not just the tourist version. In the next few minutes, I'll reveal the 3 must-see experiences that capture Bali's essence, show you the smartest transportation options from the port, and share the local secret that most guidebooks completely miss, including how to experience authentic Balinese culture without falling into tourist traps. Here's something most cruise guides won't tell you. Benoa Port's location is actually perfect for experiencing the real Bali, and I'm about to show you exactly why. Benoa Port sits on the Ubud Peninsula, surrounded by some of Bali's most significant cultural and natural attractions. You're not stuck in a commercial port area. You're literally 15 minutes from ancient temples, traditional villages, and stunning coastal scenery. When you disembark at Benoa, you'll be greeted by traditional Balinese dancers and a small market selling local crafts. This isn't just for show, it's your first taste of Balinese culture. The port terminal has basic facilities, but more importantly, it's surrounded by transportation options that can take you anywhere on the island. Here's what makes Benoa special. Unlike many cruise ports where you need expensive transfers to reach anything interesting, Benoa puts you within 30 minutes of Uluwatu Temple, 45 minutes of Ubud's rice terraces, and just 20 minutes from some of Bali's most beautiful beaches. You'll find taxis, private drivers, and tour operators right outside the terminal. A private driver for the day costs around $50 to $65, which is incredibly reasonable when split between passengers. These drivers aren't just transportation. They're your cultural guides who know the best spots and can help you avoid tourist traps. I've visited Bali multiple times, both independently and on organized tours, and the private driver option gives you the perfect balance of local knowledge and flexibility. You can spend more time at places that fascinate you and skip things that don't interest you. This means you can create your own authentic Bali experience without the rigid schedule and inflated prices of ship excursions, while still having local expertise to guide you. But what exactly should you prioritize with your limited time? Let me show you the 3 experiences that will give you the true essence of Bali. Uluwatu Temple, where ancient meets dramatic. Imagine standing on 70-meter-high cliffs, watching the Indian Ocean crash below while exploring a 1,000-year-old Hindu temple. This is Uluwatu, and it's absolutely unmissable. Uluwatu Temple isn't just another temple. It's one of Bali's 6 key spiritual pillars, perched dramatically on limestone cliffs that have been sacred to Balinese people for over a millennium. This is where you'll understand why Bali is called the Island of the Gods. The temple complex sits on the southwestern tip of the Ubud Peninsula, about 30 to 40 minutes from Benoa Port, depending on traffic. What makes Uluwatu extraordinary is the combination of spiritual significance, architectural beauty, and absolutely breathtaking natural setting. You'll enter through traditional Balinese gates and walk along paths lined with ancient frangipani trees. The temple itself is built from dark coral stone and features intricate carvings that have withstood centuries of ocean winds. But here's what most visitors don't expect. The resident monkeys are both entertaining and mischievous, so keep your belongings secure. Entry costs about $3 and you'll need to wear a sarong to cover your legs. They provide these at the entrance. The views from Uluwatu are some of the most photographed in Bali, but the real magic happens when you find quieter spots along the cliff paths, where you can appreciate the spiritual atmosphere. Standing at Uluwatu, looking over the Indian Ocean, with the sound of traditional chanting in the background, you'll experience something that connects you to centuries of Balinese spiritual tradition, from ancient spirituality to living culture. Let me show you where Bali's artistic heart still beats strongest. Ubud's cultural heart and rice terraces. What if I told you that in just 1 hour from the port, you could walk through emerald rice terraces that look like giant green staircases and visit villages where families have been creating art for generations? Ubud represents the cultural soul of Bali. This is where traditional arts thrive, where rice cultivation follows ancient methods, and where you can experience authentic Balinese village life away from the beach resort crowds. The drive to Ubud takes about 1 to 1.5 hours from Benoa, but it's worth every minute. Your first stop should be the Tegallalang Rice Terraces, where you'll see the traditional subak irrigation system that's been used for over 1,000 years. These aren't just pretty landscapes, they're living examples of Balinese harmony with nature. The terraces cascade down the hillsides in perfect geometric patterns, and you can walk along the narrow paths between the rice paddies. Local farmers still work these fields using traditional methods, and you might see them planting or harvesting depending on the season. In Ubud's surrounding villages, you can visit family workshops where artisans create traditional crafts. In Mars village, you'll find wood carvers creating intricate sculptures. In Teluk, silversmiths craft jewelry using techniques passed down through generations. These aren't tourist factories. These are real families continuing traditions that go back centuries. Ubud's Sacred Monkey Forest Sanctuary is home to over 700 Balinese long-tailed monkeys and 3 ancient temples. It's a perfect example of how Balinese culture integrates nature, spirituality, and daily life. Ubud is also where you can try authentic Balinese cuisine. Look for warungs, local restaurants serving nasi goreng, gado-gado, or the famous Balinese roasted duck. The flavors are complex, with lots of fresh herbs and spices that you won't find anywhere else. If you're interested in spirituality, many visitors find Ubud's yoga studios and meditation centers offer a peaceful break from sightseeing. Even a 30-minute session can be incredibly refreshing. From cultural immersion to natural beauty. Now let me share the local secret that most tourists completely miss. The local secret. Authentic Balinese experiences. Here's the local secret I promised. There's a way to experience authentic Balinese Hindu culture that most tourists never discover, and it's happening right around the port area. While everyone rushes off to distant temples and rice terraces, some of the most authentic Balinese experiences are happening in the villages near Benoa port, where local life continues unchanged by tourism. The village of Benoa itself has a fascinating multicultural character. You'll find a Chinese temple, a mosque, and Hindu temples all within walking distance of each other. This reflects Bali's unique tolerance and the way different cultures have blended here over centuries. Just 10 minutes from the port, Tanjung Benoa offers some of the best water sports in Bali. But here's the secret. Instead of booking expensive packages, you can negotiate directly with local operators on the beach. Parasailing, jet skiing, and banana boat rides are all available at much better prices than resort areas. The traditional markets near the port offer an authentic glimpse into daily Balinese life. You'll see tropical fruits you've never heard of, traditional spices, and local snacks. Try the fresh coconut water straight from the coconut, or sample tropical fruits like salak, snake fruit, or rambutan. The beaches near Benoa aren't as famous as Kuta or Seminyak, but they're much more authentic. You'll find local fishermen bringing in their daily catch, families enjoying picnics, and a relaxed atmosphere without the commercial beach clubs. Here's something important. When visiting temples or local areas, dress modestly and be respectful. Balinese people are incredibly welcoming, but they appreciate visitors who show respect for their culture and traditions. Bali produces some excellent coffee, and you can find local warangs serving traditional Balinese coffee near the port. It's strong, sweet, and often served with traditional snacks. Whether you explore independently or want expert local guidance, here's how to make your Bali experience unforgettable. Practical tips and making it all work. Here's how to see the best of Bali in one day. Avoid the common mistakes that waste precious time, and ensure you get back to your ship relaxed and inspired. Bali can be overwhelming with so many options, but with smart planning, you can have an incredible day that gives you a real taste of this magical island. The best approach is hiring a private driver for the day. Negotiate the price up front. Expect to pay $50 to $65 for a full day, including fuel. Your driver will likely speak basic English and can recommend authentic local spots. Make sure they understand your ship's departure time and build in buffer time for traffic. If you have 6 to 8 hours, focus on either Uluwatu and the southern peninsula, or Ubud and central Bali. Don't try to do both. If you have a full day, 10+ hours, you can combine Uluwatu in the morning with Ubud in the afternoon. But it will be a long day. Bring Indonesian rupiah for small purchases, but most tourist areas accept US dollars. Credit cards work at larger establishments, but cash is king at local markets and small warangs. ATMs are available near the port if needed. Always dress modestly when visiting temples. Cover your shoulders and knees. Many temples provide sarongs, but bringing your own shows respect. Remove your shoes before entering temple buildings and don't point your feet toward altars or religious statues. Bali can be hot and humid, so bring sunscreen, a hat, and comfortable walking shoes. The rainy season, October to April, can bring afternoon showers, but they're usually brief and refreshing. Bargaining is expected at markets and with street vendors, but be respectful about it. Start at about 30% of the asking price and negotiate from there. For authentic souvenirs, look for locally made items rather than mass-produced goods. Bali is generally very safe for tourists, but use common sense. Don't leave valuables unattended, and be cautious when swimming at beaches with strong currents. We've covered why Benoa Port is perfectly positioned for authentic Bali experiences, how to see the dramatic Uluwatu Temple, experience Ubud's cultural heart, and discover those local secrets that make Bali truly special. But most importantly, we've shown you how to experience the real Bali, the island of gods, rice terraces, and incredibly warm people. Here's what I want you to do. When your ship docks in Bali, take a moment to appreciate that you're visiting one of the world's most unique cultures. Whether you choose Uluwatu's dramatic cliffs or Ubud's artistic villages, give yourself time to really absorb the experience. Don't just take photos. Take time to watch, listen, and feel the spiritual energy that makes Bali so special. If you prefer guided tours with local experts who can share deeper insights into Balinese culture and take you to hidden gems, check the video description below for links to our recommended local tour operators. They offer authentic experiences at much better prices than ship excursions, often with smaller groups and genuine cultural immersion. If you found this guide helpful, make sure you're subscribed to Travel Day Trip Ideas and hit that notification bell. We have free guides for dozens of cruise ports, all designed to help you explore confidently and authentically. Want to book a local tour for Bali or any of your other cruise ports? Check the video description below where you'll find our recommended links for booking local tours at the best prices. These tours will save you money compared to ship excursions and give you that authentic cultural experience we've been talking about. From temple visits with local guides to rice terrace walks with village families. Next week, we're exploring another Southeast Asian port that most cruisers underestimate. A place where ancient temples meet modern cities and street food culture will blow your mind. You won't want to miss it. Thanks for watching. And remember, cruise smarter, explore more.